Hello guys and welcome to a brand new video. You guys had a fantastic day. So yes, and today you join me at Teamsport Leicester for another members event. That is right. So this event is called Grid Series. Grid Series is one of their biggest events they do of the year. You get 6 rounds, but only 4 rounds count towards the total. So basically if you have 2 awful rounds, but then 4 good rounds, then your best 4 nights will add on to the total at the end of the season. So 6 rounds of the year, the biggest event of Team Sport, basically Grid Series. So this is round 2 of Grid Series, and there's a massive pile up in this video. Massive pile up, some big crashes. Okay, so if you want to see the world's biggest pile up in a go-kart on the internet, stay tuned to watch this video. It gets hectic. So many stop and starts, so many rolling starts. But anyway guys, like to stay there and hit the like button, subscribe not ready. Without further ado, let's watch it together. Let's do some commentary and let's see what happens in Grid Series round 2. So let's flip and go then guys. We are started. So this is getting to the kart right now, okay? And trying to pick out what car we need. Obviously you get given your kart numbers before the event starts, so that's good. So kart 10 I am in. I don't know what kart 10 is like obviously at the time, but then I realised it's quite a good kart, so pretty happy with that. But anyway, we are about to queue up for our practice. So how this works, you get practice and 3 heats and then the big final at the end. So you get 10-minute heats and a 15-minute race at the end. So it's random grid starts. But anyway, without further ado, we are now going to set off our practice session. Okay, we like practice sessions, guys. Obviously, if you've not been for a few weeks, you know, it can become a bit rusty. So this is just about me getting to the kart and try and just, you know, get used to it again. Obviously, this is my local track. I come here every single week, so practice is not really necessary for me, but it's nice to get some practice in as well, you know, extra lap time, extra time on the track. So there we go. So remember the Grid Series 1, I got a top 6 finish, so that will hopefully add on to my total at the end of that. So basically guys, this Grid Series, you have categories. You get lightweight, middleweight and heavyweights. Obviously you're up against heavyweights, middleweights and lightweights throughout the season, but you're only competing against your own category. So obviously I'm in heavyweights, so all I've got to do is be the best heavyweight on the night. Okay, so it don't matter guys about being overtopped by lightweights, it don't matter about being overtopped by middleweights. All that matters is I get the best times in my category. So that's how it works. So whatever happens in this video guys, just remember it's categories only. So here we go. We are now, see right now, being guided now to sit back and start our random grid race 1. Okay, this is heat 1. So again, randomised. So let's see where we start together. They're just lining us up right now. This is the hardest part because you have to just sit there, just wait patiently. Okay, so yes, if I remember correctly, I think I start dead last in this first one, but we'll find out together. Yeah, you see right now I am literally dead last. So yeah, look at that, there's 16 people on the track, dead last 16. So anyway, without further ado guys, the lights are on red. You know, waiting for the lights to turn green. They should be turned green any second now. So the lights are on green and away we go. By the way guys, F1 is back this weekend. Let's go. But anyway, here we go. I'm still dead last. I thought I'll hand back a little bit, just let these guys bully each other, lose some positions. But let's see what happens here then. The first corner, one has already spawned, so that is 1 position gained already. That is why you best to hand back guys, because if you get into the crowd, it can be bad news for you. So if you're new to racing or you want to continue racing, just let the front of the pack cause a bit of chaos. Okay, so that is 1 position gained already. Can I gain any more? This is a good bit to gain on. The guy in front of me is a heavyweight as well, so you know I've got to try and get past him, get some points on the board. So here we go. finished our first lap right now. What can I do? Can I get the inside? No, I can't. I don't want to be that kind of person where you can kind of like pushing everyone out the way to get a position, because obviously they're quite strict on the rules now. So if you get a bump, you know, you get a warning flag. You get another bump, you get a warning flag, and the third time you get a black flag, which means you have to head into the pits to do your little forfeit. So here we go. So what can I do right now? Can I get any more position? I've gained 1 position so far from the start, so not a good start. But here we go. Try and get the inside, but nothing there. Greg has blocked me off. Big Mac Goes Kart is in front of me. How you doing, sir? Let me through. But anyway, here we go. I'm on the inside of him. Let's go. That's 2 positions gained right there. He's on the outside of me. He tried to switch back, but I blocked that out. So let's go. 2 positions gained right now, guys. If you're liking this face cam, I know you guys wanted this face cam massively, so here it is. But anyway, we have now finished the second lap. I do skip ahead a bit, so let's see what happens here. So remember, guys, this is heat one, so the points do matter. Obviously it's randomised grid start, so you know you can start anywhere on the grid, back, middle, front. Anyway, it's calmed down a little bit now. 2 positions gained already, so nothing drastic has happened just yet. But can anything else happen? We come round to the start finish line. I skip a few laps again. Can I get? No, I can't. It's tight around there. You know, like I say, I don't want to start bashing people out the way because it's not racing. That is not proper racing. People that do that get on my bloody nerves. I tell you, like, team sport is a definition of it. Like, there's so many people, you know, beginners and even local drivers. You know, they cause accidents at these team sport places, man. It's kind of annoying. So let's go. I'm just defending right now because I've got someone behind me. When I overtook the first lap, who spun out. So what happens here? Can I get anything going? So far, not a good race for me, because obviously I've gained 2 positions, but I'm still basically near last. So not good at all. Keep it nice and tight on this little chicane here. There we go. Down the straight, round the hairpin, up this hill right here. And look at that, we are on red flags or yellow flags. No, red flags, that is right, because guys, there was a big, you see over there in the left hand corner, big crash happened there. So basically that was the end of that session. I think someone's wheel come off of a cart. But anyway, race heat number 2, and look at that, I start kind of at the front. So let's see what happens right now. So second from bottom. And now, let's see what happens here. So lights are on red, about to turn green any second now. Lights are on green and away we go. If you have noticed, guys, the start that those heavyweights get is unbelievable. It's such a slow start compared to the lightweights and middleweights. But some carnage here right now, some carnage right here. I'm being sandwiched in between, okay. I did leave a bit of a gap there for someone to get through. So that's a couple of lightweights come through though, guys. Remember, does not matter about lightweights or anything like that. So, you know, I get a bit aggressive there. So now it's God, you know what this is called right now? This is called Defence City. If you guys know, if you've been watching the channel for a while, you know I like a good defence. Okay, you know, I like a good defence. I like to keep it tight for people to try and work their own way round. You know. So look at that. I've popped the car in the centre of the track right now. I've got a massive train. Someone on the outside of me right here, but look at that, because I've got the inside. Ooh, bit of things like there. Being sandwiched again. Yeah, that's a weird one. That was a weird one. I got spun out there. So let's go. So yes, I've lost position right there, but I think it's a little bit harsh. You know, someone should have got flagged there in my opinion. But anyway, we continue. We come down this hill right here to start our next lap. So again, I think I've started P5 and I think I'm P7 right now. So dropped a couple of places, but again I'm doing Defence City, okay, because I need as many points as I can. But look at that, I get shoved into the barrier right there. Someone's about to get a warning, because obviously you see the marshal right there getting a warning flag out ready. This hill, look at that, I've got someone behind me right here. This hill really slows me down, this hill, because it's like I say guys, that hill, because I'm a bit heavier than most people in this race, you know, that's where people gain a bit of momentum. So yeah, not great. Look at that, someone on the outside right now. Guys, if you're liking this video, man, hit that like button, subscribe if you've not already, comment down below. Look at that! What has happened there? Casper, engine blew out, you know, it stopped working, I smashed straight into him. I didn't see, because obviously I was fighting someone else. But yeah, that was really bad. Knocked his head off. But yeah, guys, if you're liking the video, hit that like button, subscribe if not already. Comment down below what was your worst crash you've had in a go-kart, okay? But anyway, we are doing a rolling starter right now, so that means slow pace, okay? From the last position you gained. Slow pace. And when we get onto the straight, you bolt it on the green. So let's go. Let's see what happens here then, shall we? So this is where it all gets a bit chaotic. The biggest part you will see on the internet, okay? That's the title of this video, so that is why, if you're wondering, that is why. So let's go. So the lights are still on orange, okay? Slow pace. And now the lights are on green, and away we go. The lights are on green. Watch this pile up right here. A massive pile up, and look at this. The lights are on red, and about smashing to Casper again. This is me just saying to him, look, mate, I'm so sorry, you know. I'm getting sandwiched. But anyway, again, for the second time now, we are doing a rolling start, okay? So let's flip and go. Same thing, guys. On that straight, we get going again, okay? And that Teamsport, guys, as you there's a lot of stopping and starting. Crazy. But anyway, let's flip and go. So let's see what happens here. The light's still on orange, which means it's nice slow pace again. And the lights are on green, and away we go again. So what happens here? Can we get off to a smooth start? Oh no, we can't. There we go. Another little small pilot right there. But because there's only two people, we are keeping racing. So I've gained 2 positions just from the get-go right there. And yeah. And say it one more time. It's now time for Defence City, okay? So let's look and go. So what can we do here, man? What can we do here? Guys, if you want me to go to any other Teamsport tracks or any other track around the country, let me know down below in the comments. I've got a few lined up. But yeah, like karting, guys, it's absolutely fantastic. Like, I love karting. Like, you know, it's my number one hobby right now. Obviously, if you guys know, you know, if my mate or you know the past. I played a lot of football, but I did my ACL and MCL playing football about 7 years ago, and I've just not willing to go back into football because the injury, guys, the injury process, the recovery process was a nightmare. Like, you know, it's not fun. So you know what, I thought, you know what, let's take go-karting up full time, and you know, personally as well. And you know what, I'm loving it, man, loving it. Yeah. So let's flip and go. Say, words love karting, guys, but I've just never took it as serious as I do now. And I've got to say, you know, it's fantastic. I love it so much. But anyway, enough waffling. We are on our way again, and yeah, I think that is it for that. I think that is it for this one. This is heat 2. You know what? I get a good position. You know, I think yeah. Look at that. I think I got P5 there as well, so not too bad at all. So now we are doing the third session, third heat, heat 3, the last heat before the big race at the end. And look at that, I start in P2. And this is where it can get all a bit crazy. But anyway, the lights are on red. Okay, we're about to watch it go green any second. Now the lights are on green, and away we go. So let's flip and go then, guys. This is race 3. Last hit. Look at that, by the way. The start compared to the lightweights. My kart takes a long time to get started, okay, because obviously the weight difference, and these lightweights are mad. But yeah, anyway, here we go. I've lost 2 positions, but I am in P4 right now. So not too bad at all, not too bad. So what can we do for this last heat? Let's find out together then, shall we? So yeah, get a couple of spots right now. Well, I've lost a couple of spots right now. And again, guys, you know, it is that time again. It is that time again. I don't want to keep repeating myself, but it is that time again. Defence City, baby. So let's flip and go. So we come round to the start-finish line for our second lap. I tried to scare him a little bit right there because I've got people behind me right now as well. So I'm trying to keep it tight. Okay, get shoved into the barrier right there. But I am still keeping that defence nice and tight. Park your car in the centre of the track. Okay. Yes, let's go. So I know right now, you know, P5 I got last race. I know, you know, I've got some good points there for the final race at the moment. So now can I just gain on that and get a better finish here? So I'm P4 right now in heat 3, so I can get another position at the top 3 in heat 3, so I'll be happy with that. So can I get P3? Let's find out together, man. So yeah, so again, look at that. I'm defensive, guys. I park the car in the centre of the track. But yeah, around that little hairpin right there. And by the way, we are Teamsport Leicester are getting electric carts. That is what we're getting, electric carts. I think they said June. Okay, because we are literally one of the only locations left to not have electric carts yet, so it'd be nice to get that. But anyway, I'm on the inside of him. I took it nice and tight on the hairpin right there, and that is P3 gained. Okay, P3 gained. Okay, so yeah, guys, basically we're getting electric carts because we and a couple of other locations in the UK are the only ones left not to have electric carts. So it's a BIKC. You know what BIKC is? British Indoor Karting Championships. You always drive electric there, so you know it's about time Leicester had electric carts, and it is soon to be electric carts. So that'd be super nice when we get all of that. But anyway, yeah, guys, again we are now queued up again for our rolling start of an accident. But look at this, guys. Remember just then I literally overtook the guy in P3. Okay, so watch this. I am now being brought back. And the guy I overpassed half a lap ago is now in front of me. Yes, I get it. The start finish line is obviously here, but I didn't overtake him there. But I should start at P3 here. But how fast can we gain that position back? So let's find out. So again, we are doing a now rolling start yet again for the third time of the night. Alright, and at this point it's getting a bit fed up. But anyway, so yeah, I find that a bit annoying because I literally overtook this guy half a lap ago. Now I'm starting behind him again, so all that work that I have done, you know, come undone basically. But anyway, guys, the lights are on red, about to turn green any second now. So how fast can I gain that third position back? Look at that, I've gained it back straight the way. So now I'm P3, alright. So if I can keep P3 here, that'd be a massive points for the heavyweight division. Okay, so yeah, so it's just back now, keeping it nice and tight. Keep the cart in a straight line, keep the cart in the centre of the track so people can't get round. My favourite thing of all time, guys, is defending, because it, you know, it infuriates people start making mistakes, people start getting impatient, you know, then literally, guys, at the end of the day they can cause themselves to have a bad day at the office if they spin out, give up, or like, you know, there's something happens behind them. So yeah, so that's why I like it, because it, you know, it benefits you, but it also doesn't benefit the ones behind, because they can have impatient times and start causing a few wrong decisions. But anyway, I'm still P3, keep it nice and tight in the centre of the track. Guys, if you like this new angle and the way I'm doing this commentary right now, please let me know down below in the comments. I know you guys wanted a face cam, and we have got the face cam, so yeah. So remember last week, guys, in last week's video, I literally had a massive crash. So if you haven't seen that latest video at Mr. Karting, go back and watch that one first, because I had one of the biggest crashes in a go-kart that I've ever had before, and it was brutal. Honestly, bruising the next day was unbelievable. Okay, but anyway, we are at Teamsport Leicester, so let's continue this commentary right now. So look at this, guys. I've not lost any positions right now. See at the end, that's 1 and 2. They are miles ahead, because obviously when you defend, guys, timing goes down as well, because obviously you're not taking their racing line. So basically you lose a lot of time on the track. That's why 1 and 2 are so far ahead, because I've lost so much time just defending. But anyway, look at that. P3, guys. We're coming into the pit lane right now to start our final race. That is what, this is the big race at the end, okay? This is where points really matter. And yeah, we are here for the final race. So let's go, guys. The lights are on green and away we go. The last race of the night. This is the main event, main race. And yeah, look at this. So much pushing, shoving. The first hairpin is brutalising, because you can lose positions or gain many positions. Look at that, I've got spun out a bit right there. So the guy behind me smashed into me, and the guy behind him smashed into himself, and the one in front of him. So we are now off the way. I've not lost any positions, which is good news, but I've already lost the ones in front. Look at that, they're so far ahead already. And it's now my time. Obviously now, as you know, I will be defending. So now I'll be losing a lot of time to the ones in front. So basically, I've just got to keep my position nice and tight and just get what I've got, got left. Basically, I think this is P6 right now, okay, P6. So if I can get mid-pack, obviously there's 16 on track. If I get a top 6 out of 16, I'll be happy with that. Someone behind me has got a warning flag, because this is Ethan, okay. He's got a bit of a reputation at Teamsport for being very aggressive. I don't know what happened there. I don't know why I let him through right there, actually. I think because I had two directions, people going in 2 different directions, like side of me, I probably lost track of him. But yeah, I've now lost position. I am now P7. So again, mid-pack, not too bad considering competing against heavyweights, middleweights and lightweights. But Phil, who's the heavyweight, is only heavyweight in front of me right now. So basically I'm second in the heavyweight category right now. So again, it works out good in the end. But I think there's about 4 heavyweights behind me. So yeah, if I can get a top 2 out of out of 6 people, then I'll take that any day of the week. But anyway, start to finish line, we start our next lap around this little hairpin right here. And again, guys, I am literally just losing time to the ones in front. But saying that, I have caught up a little bit. And look at that train, by the way. They've got such a massive train behind me. It's unreal. So yeah, to be fair, guys, I have caught up a little bit. I don't know how, I don't know what happened there. I don't know how I've caught up. Look at that, there's a guy on the left of me right now. I've got to try and keep him out a little bit right there. So yes, I just do my defensive line, no aggressiveness, I don't cause any accidents right there, so I just try and, literally just defend it. And look at this guy. This is a guy, I think this is the guy that started in P3, so he's dropped a couple of positions right now. So if I can get past him, I'll be top 6 yet again. So can I get over him, can I overtake him? Let's have a look together and shall we? So, bit of a bash right there, but I think it was, I was getting bashed as well, so it's kind of one of them, a bit like a domino, where, you get hit again. So, I think it was quite a fair overtake in the end. So now I've gained a position, I am now in P6. So, obviously that position that I lost, I've now gained it back. Okay, so, yeah. So much talking, man, so much talking, guys. But obviously, like I say, I'm just rambling and yapping. But that is commentary, guys. That is commentary. Things happen in an instant. Okay, you have to react. Look at that train. I've got a train behind me right now. But again, I'm just keeping my defensive line in the centre of the track. Yeah, like I say, that's what you can do. Greg, he is last, he's let us through, so we don't have to compete against him as well. So thank you, sir, for letting us through. And obviously, like, when you come against back markers, obviously, you know, it can be bad news for you as well, because, you know, if you can't get past them, then you lose a lot of time behind you as well, and people that are behind you can actually overtake you. So it's kind of, look, one of them things right there. But anyway, good news is nothing else has happened right here. I've still kept my P6. God, this is brutal, man. Look at this. It's just so tight on the corners, man. But I love it. Coming out to the start-finish line, okay. We are not far. We are not far now from the final lap of this race, okay. I think it is very, very soon. So you know, I'm just going to keep my position. Again, it's gone on the outside of me right there. So I've just kind of, you know, blocked that path for him right there. Someone's got a black and white flag, which means points, penalty points will be given, because obviously due to loading or, you know, being too aggressive and stuff like that, or not getting a position back. So that's what happens there. So see, if I can see what yours, guys, if you can see what I'm seeing on the editing system, I have 1 minute left, okay. So that's 1 minute of us just keep it nice and tight, okay. Look at that, this guy there trying to get past me, but again, because he's on the outside, it's hard for him to get in that position, because obviously that is the inside line that I've got, and the inside line is better to take than the outside line, because you've got a better out into that corner, okay. So let's go. So nothing again, get a bit bashed here and there, but I've still kept that position. And look at that, guys, we are now on the final lap. I think we're on the final lap right now, if I'm correct. Not one more lap in my opinion, I think there's one more lap. Look at that, I've got about 5 cars behind me right now, just trying to find ways to get past. And yeah, makes it hard for them. And I think, guys, you know, I think this is it. This is the final stretch, this is the final push. Let's go on the left hand side of me right now. This is one trying to overtake me. But he's not going to overtake, because we're coming down this ramp right now, and this is the final corner of this lap, okay. See right now the flag is flashing. That means, guys, we've got a P6 on the board, so we'll hit that any day of the week. And if you see in a minute, you know, give me a bit of a cuff. Safe. Look at that, guys. Spot my position, spot my name. Thank you for watching today's video. If you enjoyed it, let me know down below in the comment section. Like and subscribe and comment down below if you like the video, okay. And I'll see you guys next week for another video, for hopefully for Grid Series round 3. So thank you for watching, guys. See you guys next week for a brand new one. Good and good night.